Howdo, time for Spider and Olde Scooter again. Spider Solitaire, hosted by Spider McGillicutty, and Olde Scooter, who are me. And we're here to play a game. The theme for tonight is fantastic news. The discovery of a jawbone and a molar of, gotta get it right, Graecopithecus. Graecopithecus. The very first hominid, apparently. Pushing back the time when we split away from a lot of the other senior primates and became pre-humans. Used to be thought it was maybe 6.5 million years ago in Africa. This isn't in Africa. It's in the eastern Mediterranean area. And it's 7.2 million years old, so we've been in development a long time, in beta. Anyway, that's the big news. Well, there is some other news, but I'll get around to it in a little bit. Let's play a game of Spider Solitaire. If you're new to the game, watch and learn. If you know the game, watch and be sympathetic. This is for the older crowd as opposed to, say, the Twitch crowd, which is mainly younger. But it's kind of the same thing. It's somebody plays a game, talks about it, talks about other stuff, rocks and rolls, rants and raves. So ideally it should have two levels of interest. The game itself, which is fascinating, I love it, and discussions about stuff. The other news today, among them, were General Flynn takes the Fifth. Oh, those guys were all over the Fifth as a sure sign of guilt during the discussions on Hillary's staff and the Democrats and so forth. So I got 2 8s and 1 9. Now this would leave me a 6-5, and this would leave me a queen. 6-5 seems inherently superior since it has 2 cards, but I don't know. Do I need the queen? I could bring the king with. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it this way. This is playing it slightly aggressively in that it lets me free a card up here. Got to clean these guys out. The thin blue line. Got to take them out. If I do badly, I'll take the 5th. Hey. I heard all the quotes, you probably heard them too, of all the things that Trump and Flynn and various other people in the Trump camp said about people who take the 5th. Now Flynn's taking the 5th. Whoa. And I'm so amazed by all that I can hardly see a move, but there is one. I wonder if that's the best. I never know. Artistic progress. I took another step toward getting myself a hand puppet. I need a hand puppet. You sure do. See? That's when I would have used a hand puppet. But it's hard. Hand puppetry is hard. I'm still working on the technical side. I don't have exactly a video switcher here. And I can't have me and the puppet on at the same time because I can't ventriloquize. I cannot speak without moving my mouth. And so if we're both on camera, I got to be able to do that. So never mind. I'm going to work it so that it, he, she, I'm not sure yet, has it, he's, hers, his on camera. It can be done. I can do it now awkwardly. But I'm still sort of intimidated. You know, I'm an old guy. I'm 80 years old. That's maybe not the time to take up hand puppetry. But I'm going to do it. I need it. I'm going to do it in honor of Jim Lightfoot, one of the best radio alter ego voice disc jockeys in the history of radio. He had an invisible hand puppet on the radio. You don't need, thing, he just talked, named Gramps. And Gramps was a different person from Jim Light. That was his air name. I mean, it was spooky. Jim said that Gramps always surprised him. You could see it. I mean, Gramps was using a separate little part of Jim's brain. So, I think he reached the peak of Grampsness in Louisville, Kentucky at WAKY. Top 40 it was in the heyday of Top 40. Numero uno, big number one in Louisville. That was what? 59, 60? Long time ago. In the dark ages of radio. Alright. When I wax nostalgic, sometimes I forget that I'm playing the game, and my mind wanders off into the deep past. I do remember Louisville. I've been back to Louisville numerous times since then, although there was like a 25-year span between when I left and when I started going back to work as a consultant for local television stations. We were working for WAVE last I remember. I've still got a Wave sweatshirt. Must have been a tough mother to last that long. So that was like in the mid-90s. 59 to mid-90s, the city had changed so much I couldn't find where I used to live. I drove around for 3 or 4 hours. Maps, everything. Well, last card. Here we go. This game is not giving me a chance to show you my incredible skills. It's showing you how much Spider Mac down here, the AI behind this game, has me under her thumb. That before, no. I'm committed to finish. That was a silly move, but it could be made, so I made it. Okay, here's the deal. I'm through. I've lost $79. $500 to play, $5.50 to break even, $1 a move, up to $50. So I had the $50 house margin loss of $29, making it $79, which is, $79 is $79. Go to the movies for that. Something else happened over the week. I had a very busy weekend. This is the first game I've recorded in 2 days, I guess. 2 days in between. Record, day, record. So is that 2 days or 3 days? The complexities of life. Anyway, the reason I have on a red hat and a yellow shirt and a yellowish Petzl Tequila headlamp strap is that this was the weekend of the Byron Nelson Classic, the golf tournament out of Dallas, Texas, with which I used to be affiliated. And all of the members of the sponsoring club, the Salesmanship Club of Dallas, wear red pants. And this is the closest I could get. I mean, I could have on bright purple pants, and I could be nude, and you wouldn't know. You can't see anything. So the only thing you can see is my red hat. So a tip of the red hat to the Salesmanship Club, which does wonders for local youths. Oh, here's another move, see? I just get into plugging the Salesmanship Club, up comes a move. It's Kismet. Karma. So that's the game for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it relaxed you. It's supposed to. It obviously won't stimulate you. And takes your mind off stuff like, what was it, that Trump apparently had asked the Director of National Intelligence, Dan Coates, and the Director of the NSA, the dreaded NSA, Admiral Mike Rogers, to put the kibosh on the Russian investigation. Actually, to come out and testify that it wasn't happening. There was no collusion and so forth. Both guys, of course, turned him down. Both said it was inappropriate. So it took a little of the luster off of his trip. Right now he's in Israel. But the real big news is Graecopithecus. Imagine, 7.2 million years ago, us humans broke out of the genetic pack and started to become what we are today. Mercy, 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 Miss Percy.